There was the famous story, I believe it was St. Louis, it could be Kansas City, but, I could be off, where, they tried to run St. Louis, and Harley Race, came to the locker room with a gun and threatened Hulk Hogan with the gun. Early in the day, he was found trying to sabotage the show by trying to set the ring on fire. That's Harley Race for you. And then he's like, screw it. Can I get a job? And that's basically how he got hired in the WWF as the king of wrestling, Harley Race, which is fantastic.
Of course, don't forget they had that epic brawl, him and Jim Duggan. I think it was the first Royal Rumble.
No, it was the Slammies.
Was that what it was?
The Slammies, brought to you by Schlitz Malt Liquor and Clearasil. And they brawled throughout the entire Slammy.
I remember that. That was a funny, I love that. I still say to this day, there should be a recurring gag where, they just have these two wrestlers who are always fighting. And, just don't never acknowledge it again. Start it off and just be or barely acknowledge it. You have it be, in the background while, Seth Rollins is cutting a promo backstage. And then he stops for a second. You see these two guys, fighting down the hallway. Be like, is that Harley Race and Duggan again?
I had the pleasure of meeting Harley Race.
Uh-oh.
And he shook my hand, and I think he crushed it.
Really?
He's 100 years old, but still tough as nails. I never kind of understood the handsome moniker on Harley Race.
It's kind of smart dummy Simpson, It's oh, well. He's handsome Harley,
Handsome Harley Race, the king of wrestling. Yeah, it's too bad that Hulk Hogan ended his career. Technically, he ended his career.
Did he?
Yeah, but what happened was Hogan, again, very strange. So Harley Race put Hulk Hogan on a table, and he was going to headbutt him through the table. So Harley Race is on the apron, and he's going to headbutt him through the table. Hogan moved. Harley Race went through the table, but instead of the table breaking down, it broke up. Oh. And then he, messed up stuff in his, intestines and stuff like that. He did come back and had I wouldn't consider it memorable, but he did have a match with Haku at Royal Rumble 89, and I believe that was one of his last official matches.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was for Harley Race during the epic Luger-Wyndham match, and some of my friends still say that he came down to the cage and was like, Luger, now's the time. And it was Lex Luger was like, oh yeah, pile driver. And then he pile drove Wyndham and won.
Again, on one of my favorite pay-per-views, Great American Bash 1991, which I try to talk about all the time. Race also went on to manage Vader, which I thought that was an awesome pairing with him and Vader.